Second graders. So I am going to talk to you about the game that you will be playing today. So there is a game show on TV called Jeopardy, and maybe you have seen it and maybe you haven't. I included a little link for you to watch the kid version that happens 1 week every year. But Jeopardy, they have different categories, and each question is worth a different amount of money. So if we were playing in person, we would do it a little bit differently. But since you are at home, you will have to make it your own. So what I mean by that is maybe you play by yourself and answer questions. If you have someone at home with you or wherever you are doing learning that could play with you, that would be fun to do. Maybe you take turns answering questions. I would set a timer. There are 5 categories, and each category has 5 questions. So it's 25 questions total. Now, if you want to answer all of them, be my guest, but it might take you a really long time. So you can also just set the timer for 15 or 20 minutes and play for 15 or 20 minutes and answer as many questions as you can in that time. So once you get to this slide here, the video that I'm making right now will be right here in this big white box. But you will click on this link, Jeopardy Google slide, and it's going to open up a new Google slide. So let's click on that. You might have to sign in to your Google. You're going to want to make a copy. And then here's what it is going to look like. Jeopardy! You can press present. And then there's the title page. And then this is the game board. So the 5 categories that you have are place value, money, time, data. Data is like picture and bar graphs. And then some story problems. So the story problems, you'll need to use addition or subtraction to solve them. All right, and then there's all different point values. So 100, 200, 300. So that means that if you get the question right that's under 100, then you get $100. So for this game, I would recommend getting a pencil, some paper, and then a sheet where you can record your score. And if you're playing with someone, you would want to record both of your scores. So you could set your timer for 15 minutes, decide who's going to go first. You can choose whatever question to answer first. You don't have to start at 100. If you wanted to start with the $500 question, you could. It doesn't matter. You can move all around the board. You can answer place value and then story problems and then money. Totally up to you. So here's how it's going to work. If you click on any of these tabs, it's going to bring you to a question. So say I want to do time for 200. It will jump to that slide and you will answer the question, what time is it? So you'll look at the clock. My hour hand is pointing just a little bit past 2, so I know it's still 2 o'clock. And then I need to count by 5s to figure out the minutes. So 5, 10, 15. So it's 2:15. So I would record that answer. Maybe you make a grid that looks similar to the game board. Each slide has in the bottom right corner a return to game board. So after you finish writing or answering the question, you can say return to game board and it will bring you back here. All right, every single one of them. So place value, if I wanted to answer place value 100, what is the value of the underlined digit? 70. Once I'm done answering that question, I return to game board. If I get that question right, I get 100. If I get that question wrong, I don't get any money. All right. So I hope you have fun with this. Again, make it your own. Maybe you have a way that you can record your answers that works best for you. Maybe you want to answer all the questions. Go for it. Maybe you want to time yourself answering each question. You could do that. If that stresses you out, don't do that. All right. Play with a partner, play with a grown-up, play by yourself. It's really up to you how you do it. It's just supposed to be a fun way to review the skills that we have learned and talked about so far in 2nd grade. Have fun with it. Good luck.